do see myself signing a contract this year.
Kevin Durant just flipped the NBA again, signing a 2-year, $90 million extension with the Houston Rockets this week.
We haven't had a score as equipped as
LeBron is blowing his own horn. Giannis is hyping a Western Conference collision. And Steph Curry is smirking to the chaos as the NBA buzzes again, because Kevin Durant's Houston move has everybody talking. After the Lakers' preseason finale, LeBron James couldn't resist praising his Olympic brother, calling Durant's decision to lock in with Houston big bro energy, applauding him for sacrificing money to help the team while chasing a third championship ring. Coming from the king himself, that praise hit different. LeBron, who has stacked an astonishing $583.9 million in career earnings, just watched Durant leapfrog him as the NBA's all-time earnings leader at $598.2 million. And instead of jealousy, his reaction was pure respect. That kind of acknowledgement is veteran leadership at its finest. The subtle difference between legends who shape eras and superstars who dominate moments. LeBron wrapped his comments with a fist bump to the camera, nodding to their shared 2024 Olympic gold medal run in Paris, reminding fans that despite years of competition, tension, and quiet jabs, real greatness always recognizes real greatness. He knows exactly what championship DNA looks like, and he made it clear that Durant choosing team flexibility over maximum personal gain is how dynasties are actually built in this league. What adds even more intrigue is the timing, because Durant's extension dropped just hours before the NBA season opener, instantly injecting drama into an already electric start to the 2025-26 campaign. And just when you think the storyline couldn't get richer, Giannis Antetokounmpo jumped into the mix. During a Bucks practice walkthrough posted on the team's official YouTube channel, the two-time MVP was laughing as he hyped a potential conference finals showdown between Milwaukee and Houston, boldly declaring he wanted to see a Greek Freak versus Slim Reaper battle, while hilariously mimicking Durant's signature pull-up jumper. When Giannis is impersonating you in practice, you know he's locked in. This wasn't even his first reaction to Durant's Houston chapter either. Back in June 2025, when the trade initially broke, Giannis posted a simple, meme that exploded across social media, and now that playful curiosity has evolved into genuine rivalry fuel heading into the new season. What stands out most about Giannis' response is his understanding of roster construction. He openly draws parallels between Milwaukee's Giannis Dame core and Houston's mix of elite veteran leadership and explosive young athleticism. Both teams are designed for deep playoff runs, and both are built around superstars comfortable sharing the spotlight to win. Giannis sees the same thing fans see, that the Western Conference just turned into a battlefield with Durant committing 2 more years to Houston. This isn't empty trash talk either. Giannis genuinely respects what the Rockets are assembling, with Durant alongside Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson, and Jabari Smith Jr., forming a core capable of dominating the conference for years. And if Giannis is energized, the league's elders are impressed too. Lakers legend Magic Johnson added his stamp during NBC's preseason coverage, spending over a minute explaining why a 2-time champion like Durant choosing Houston instantly transforms the franchise into a legitimate dynasty builder. Magic didn't hedge or downplay it. He doubled down on his reaction from June 2025, when the trade first went down, and he posted that Durant's arrival made Houston one of the Western Conference favorites, signaling that this move isn't just news, it's a power shift. The man sees exactly what the rest of us see, because Houston finished last season with 52 wins as the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, and they were clearly just one final piece away from becoming legitimate championship contenders. This is the same man who has personally dined with Kevin Durant, who has close ties with Durant's business partner Rich Kleiman, and who awarded KD the second ever Magic Johnson Award back in May 2025 for exemplary conduct, professionalism, and consistent excellence, while repeatedly praising Durant's MVP-caliber production across nearly 2 decades. When Magic Johnson speaks about dynasty building, the league listens, because he has lived it, authored it, and defined it at the highest level. But while the confetti was flying in Houston, not everyone around the NBA was reacting with unfiltered celebration. Enter Durant's former Phoenix Suns teammate Devin Booker. Booker kept the tone light, and honestly, it was refreshing. The Suns guard, who averaged 27.1 points per game alongside Durant last season before being moved in that massive 17-player trade, was smiling during a post-practice media scrum as he congratulated KD on the extension. Booker joked that Phoenix to Houston felt full circle, said he hoped the Texas barbecue treated Durant well, and playfully warned the Suns to make sure they did not let KD drop 50 on them twice a year. That is how you handle losing a superstar teammate with maturity, humor, and class. Booker could have sounded bitter, thrown subtle shade, or made things awkward, but instead he winked at reporters and kept the energy positive. He even told Durant to say hello to Alperen Sengun on his behalf, signaling that despite the trade, the respect and camaraderie between elite scorers never disappeared. There are no hard feelings here, just professionals understanding that sometimes the best basketball decisions require painful separations. But if you think that was nostalgic, wait until you hear what James Harden had to say. Harden, now with the Clippers and Durant's former teammate from their iconic Oklahoma City Thunder days, posted throwback photos from their 2012 Finals run, calling Durant's Houston extension poetry and describing the move as full circle. The irony is thick. Back in 2012, Harden was traded from Oklahoma City to Houston in a deal that shattered one of the most talented young cores the league has ever seen. Durant has referenced that trade with frustration for years, even accusing LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of secretly celebrating the breakup because the Thunder were dominating them in the finals. Now, 13 years later, Durant has essentially reversed the journey, landing in the same Houston franchise where Harden spent 8 seasons building a Hall of Fame resume. During Clippers warm-ups captured by Fox Sports, Harden jokingly told reporters to tell Ime Udoka to save him a seat if Houston ever needed a sixth man, teasing a reunion that would instantly break the internet. Harden's Netflix documentary touched on Nets drama, but this moment showed how time heals wounds and how basketball brotherhood outlasts organizational chaos. And then there is Stephen Curry. Curry is throwing shade with a smile, and that subtle petty energy is exactly what makes this league special. After a Warriors shoot-around captured by NBC Bay Area, the 4-time champion smirked while congratulating Durant on securing the bag, but warned Houston to save some for the playoffs because Chef is still cooking. Then Curry mimicked Durant's shimmy celebration, which was hilarious given their complicated history. These two won back-to-back championships together in 2017 and 2018, forming one of the most unstoppable duos in modern basketball before Durant left for Brooklyn and the Warriors' dynasty slowly unraveled. Now they stand on opposite sides of a growing Western Conference rivalry. Golden State eliminated Houston in last season's first round, and with Durant locked in for 2 more years, those matchups are about to become must-see television. The tension between Curry and Durant has always been compelling, because beneath the rivalry sits genuine respect. Curry knows exactly what Durant brings, having witnessed his greatness firsthand. But make no mistake, that save some for the playoffs comment was not just friendly banter. It's a clear declaration that the Warriors are ready for war whenever these teams collide in the postseason. And speaking of declarations, Steven Adams had plenty to say about reuniting with his new teammate. The Oklahoma City connection is officially back. The rugged New Zealand center, who recently signed his own $15 million 2-year extension with Houston, shared a fishing story from their Thunder days, describing Durant as real, straightforward, and a genuinely good teammate back then, and still a good dude now, while expressing real excitement about playing alongside him again. This reunion feels special because their games naturally fit together. Adams' bruising, physical interior presence paired with Durant's effortless perimeter scoring creates instant matchup problems for opposing defenses. Adams spent years setting bone-crushing screens for Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City, and now he gets to do the same for Durant, while anchoring the paint, protecting the rim, and punishing teams on the offensive glass. The timing of Adams' extension alongside Durant's is not accidental either. Houston's front office is clearly committing to a veteran spine around its young core, prioritizing players who understand winning, accountability, and the grind of an 82-game season, while mentoring talents like Amen Thompson and Jabari Smith Jr. Adams' no-nonsense. Blue-collar approach perfectly balances Durant's finesse and scoring brilliance, creating an yin-yang dynamic that could unlock Houston's ceiling. And speaking of unlocking potential, insiders are buzzing about Durant's leadership impact behind the scenes. During a live breaking news segment on ESPN, Shams Charania revealed that Durant willingly took roughly $30 million less than his maximum eligible contract, which is not symbolic sacrifice. That is real money left on the table for roster flexibility. Brian Windhorst added that players across the league have been texting him saying Houston is now the team to beat, a reaction that speaks volumes about how this extension is being viewed internally around the NBA. Their insight matters because of the access they have. Windhorst noted that talks between Durant's camp and the Rockets have been strong for months, tracing back to Media Day on September 29th when Durant publicly said he saw himself signing an extension, citing Houston's rapid turnaround under coach Ime Udoka and his personal ties to Texas. Shams, who originally broke the extension news through Durant's business partner Rich Kleiman, emphasized that this deal signals a long-term partnership, not a short-term mercenary stop chasing one last ring. Still, all this optimism invites skepticism. Some believe Durant cannot truly lead Houston to a championship, and that question now hangs over everything. Durant himself addressed it by calling the fit organic and framing his role as a mentor to Houston's explosive wings, signaling that this chapter is not about being the sole guy, but about being the missing piece who raises everyone else. With a season opener set against Oklahoma City on October 21st, reuniting Durant with former teammate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league is about to get answers fast. Either this extension marks the beginning of Houston's championship era, or it becomes another chapter in Durant's long, scrutinized journey through NBA history. That's where we leave it for now. Thanks for riding along. And if you want more of this content, make sure to tap the card on your screen.